Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. What exactly can we say about Star Wars? A whole lot, actually. There are so many YouTube channels dedicated to it, so Star Wars must be fairly important to a lot more people than just me. I mean, look at you. Look at you. You're on a Star Wars video of a YouTube channel that strictly talks about Star Wars. Some channels are all about the lore, the behind the scenes, Star Wars news, and just about every aspect of Star Wars you can think of. Me, I like to dig deep into the meanings of the scenes and characters to show what a lot of us have possibly overlooked. But lately, I don't know, I feel a bit goofy. And if there's one thing Star Wars has taught me, subscribe to my channel, is that we need to stay true to ourselves. So I'm continuing the goofiness I have inside me. No, I don't have goofy inside me. Freaking weirdos. No, I'm feeling a bit silly. So I want to utilize that to show some of the silliness in all of Star Wars. I've done 3 videos like this so far, and now we are on to, yeah, that's right. Revenge of the Sith. Moist. Nothing is sacred here. Slight disclosure before I get started. Do not take this in a way that makes you think I don't like Revenge of the Sith. I absolutely love it. But it does have some parts, like all of Star Wars, that make you wonder, why? Good Lord, George Lucas, why? And I'll get to Dave Filoni and his choices later in another video. So if I love Star Wars so much, you may be asking, why am I doing this? Because the world's messed up right now, and we need some freaking comedy. I'm so sick of the political atmosphere from all sides, the racial tensions, the violence, the downright meanness of people, and how every other aspect of media perpetuates the madness. This is my media outlet, and I get to dictate what's said. So I choose to bring everyone together and not divide. And Star Wars is the best place for me to do that. Was that freaking disclaimer long enough for you? Good. Subscribe to my channel. Let's go. The opening scene of Revenge of the Sith has to be the best of any Star Wars movie. No matter how you feel about the rest of the film, this was absolutely incredible, with the drums and the boom boom and whatnot. But that isn't what I'm here to talk about. No. Let's get to the first moment. I scratched my head. It was at that point that Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker were in the elevator heading to the tower holding Chancellor Palpatine. Old Papa Palpatine. Scenes had been cut from this movie that would have possibly made it a Star Wars legend, such as Shaak Ti being murdered in front of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker. That was cut because of time constraints. Yeah. Yet the elevator scene was crucial to the story. In the movie, you know, before the Clone Wars animated series was released, not even a wet dream in Dave Filoni's mind at this point, but in Revenge of the Sith, we don't really get a feeling for how ruthless General Grievous was. Keeping the Shaak Ti scene would have given us a better sense of it, yet it was cut, and the goofy elevator ride was permitted to stay. This whole scene, along with General Grievous seeming more sickly and cowardly than he actually was, just gave us the impression that this ship was filled with those not even competent enough to try out for the Special Olympics of space warfare, let alone be permitted to participate in it. This scene should have been cut, and Shaak Ti's death should have stayed. It would have given a better feel for how skilled General Grievous was and the Separatists and how they actually were. But that's just my feelings on that. Okay, on to the next one. A few moments later, we see Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker locate Palpatine. Enter Count Dooku, the old man who took the place of the ultimate badass Darth Maul. The crusty old fart, and no offense to the brilliant Christopher Lee, you can only do so much with a script. Not your fault. Anyways, the crusty old geezer who you'd expect to see handing out hot dog treats as candy in a nursing home. Bro is so old he remembers God. But he enters and Palpatine says, "He is a Sith Lord." No shit. Thank you, Chancellor Obvious. Maybe they would have reconsidered this mission if they had known that. Wait, they did know that. Since Attack of the Clones 3 years prior. Just shut your old manipulating ass up and let the men fake rescue you, okay? Flipsy flopsy, Dooku attempts a triple gainer with bad CGI while accompanied by 2 B-2 super battle droids. Pause for a moment while Obi-Wan Kenobi responds to Palpatine. All the while, Dooku could have used some force magic to destroy both while their backs are turned. Nope. He waits for them to finish their conversation. Looking at his watch. Come on, guys. I want to fight now. Or say my own words. Meanwhile, the battle droids remain static, stationary for the crucial part that they could have killed both Jedi. Finally, they fire a couple well-placed shots to Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, and he cuts them down like they're nothing. Sorry, homies. You had a wide-open shot when lightsabers were being flung about all willy-nilly. Obi-Wan Kenobi cuts them down like the minor annoyances they were. A whole ship of battle droids, and Mr. Dementia brings 2. Not even droidicas, who could have ended the fight quickly with a win for Dooku. And yes, I know the whole plan was to be rescued to help Anakin turn to the dark side, but at least make it a little more believable for us. And Dooku wasn't in on the entire plan anyway. He thought he was supposed to win, or he wouldn't have come to the fight in the first place. Wait, you want me to die? I just remembered I have a dentist appointment on Sereno at that time. But let me know how it goes. There's no sense of doom in this scene. Speaking of Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, get flung. Yeah, then a 9 million pound or 4,082,331 and a third kilogram, for those on the metric system, platform lands on the legs of old Ben Kenobi. I mean young Obi-Wan Kenobi, without severing his leg or breaking his hip. He may as well have just used the Force to guide a well-placed book in his lap. When you awaken, read this book. But the rest of the fight is pretty cool. I think my entire beef with Revenge of the Sith, other than clunky dialogue, comes from this first act of the movie. General Grievous has captured Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker in a ray shield. Cool. Now, fill it with gas or water or something. Nope. Grievous adds their lightsabers to his collection for a brief moment and takes them to the bridge of his ship. The bridge, the main area of control for everything that goes down on his ship. Not a cell, not a secured kitchen. Sorry, galley. It's like saying, aha, I bet you can't break out of this and take control of the ship, space wizards who can't be killed. Yet they do, easily. Once again, making us question how this asthmatic became a general. Remember, nothing else about General Grievous had been written nor created at this time, so all we get was a wheezing coward who couldn't figure out not to take the space wizards to the main control room of the ship. But I wouldn't even call any of this actual beef. Just, what the hell, George Lucas? You made Star Wars safe. We know Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker live. They're in the next movie. Maybe we would feel differently if he had released them in order. But then we wouldn't have had the big surprise when Darth Vader told Luke Skywalker, "No, I am your father." And that would have ruined all of Star Wars as we know it. Oh, and let's not forget, by the way, Mace Windu's a dick. For no real reason either. In the Clone Wars animated series, Mace Windu even more of a dick, when you think about it. For 3 years, Anakin Skywalker put himself in danger to fight for the Republic, also to continue the Jedi way of life and not let the Sith destroy it. Yet, Mace Windu still didn't trust him. And he even fought side by side, and Anakin showed nothing but integrity. Yet this dick was mean to him and mentally abusive throughout Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. Why? Because Mace Windu was everything that was wrong with the Jedi Order. Thank you for pointing out that Palpatine is the Sith Lord we've been looking for. Now, be a good boy and sit here because only I can take him into custody. Yes, he was right. Palpatine did twist Anakin's mind, but I think Anakin would have attempted to take Palpatine if he didn't see Mace mother-freaking Windu try to execute him. I don't know. Mace is just a dick. And Yoda should have stood up to him or at least asked why he's such an asshole. Jedi are we? Calm we must be. Trust in the Force we should. Be a dick we should not. Look, we all love Star Wars, even for the weird stuff that makes us scratch our heads. This is all for fun. But it also shows us that subscribe to my channel, Star Wars has had goofy moments since the beginning. We can make fun of it and still love all of the Star Wars franchise. I've made so many videos on things I love about every bit of Star Wars, so check those out too. Share the video. Until the next time, leave a thumbs up. May the Force be with you. Unless you don't believe in that sort of thing, in which case, whatever you believe in is fine. Bye.